Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be creating a high top stool table. I'll first be starting off with 16 foam wreaths that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I would advise you to spray paint everything last. I ended up spray painting mine first because I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. And I got a total of 4 mops from my local dollar store. And I cut the mop head off of each one. Then I'm going to take 4 of my styrofoam wreaths and I'm going to drill them inside of the mop. And don't be afraid to drill the nail deeper in the hole. And I am first drilling a nail at the top, and then I'm going to come around and drill the bottom nail. And it looked like this when I was done. And I also drilled a hole at the top and the bottom of the mop hole. So I did a total of 4, and I also took them outside and spray painted them silver. Next, I'll be using this board as my base, and I drilled in 4 holes. And I will be covering it with this adhesive paper. And I spray painted it silver like I always do. And I turned the board around to drill deeper so I could get an imprint on the other side so I can make the holes go through. And next I'll be screwing in my mop holes. So all I'm doing is pushing the nail through the bottom and holding the pole as I drill it in. And as you can see on the sides, you can still see the wood. I wanted to save that for last because I wanted to glue on mirrored squares and I didn't want them to break. And after all 4 were glued in, I turned each pole towards the corner to make sure it's forming a diamond shape or square shape. And I also added these washers for more security. And also for more security, I'm adding these zip ties, and I'll be connecting each wreath together. And by doing this, I'm making sure everything is tight and solid. And again, I would advise everyone to just spray paint everything last just to save a lot of spray paint, because I just I didn't plan this at all. I just went with the flow. I had an idea and I didn't know exactly how I wanted to execute it. So that's the reason why I kept spraying everything. Next, I'll be adding a combination of Mod Podge and glitter. And I'm just gonna say, I went to Walmart and everything is gone. That was literally the last container of Mod Podge. It was insane. Like everybody and their mama is out doing DIYs, and I love it, but they need to restock. And one thing I forgot to show is, do you see the holes that are still there? I later went back and went in with glue and put glue inside each hole. Hot glue, that is. I put hot glue inside of each hole. And then afterwards, I covered it again with glitter. And speaking of glitter, glitter is not mandatory. You could totally just leave the foam reef silver, and that will look good also. Afterwards, I took this outside and let it dry. I then took these 6-inch mirrors that I got from my local dollar store, and I am going to be gluing these to the foam reefs. And this is also optional. I wish I would have shown you how it looked just with the reefs and not the mirrors, just so you can see that it also looks pretty dope. And I also would like to say that this could be made into a bigger table. You would just need more mop sticks and more foam reefs and a bigger baseboard. After I glued every mirror on, I set my stand outside and I took this piece of plywood and I spray painted it silver, and I'm going to be adding this to the top of the table. This is how the stand looked when it was dry. So I'm just going to add the piece of wood to the top and drill those down similar to the way I did the base, and add my glass on top of the table. Now this is the glass I got from Home Depot, but I would not recommend it because it's very thin. But they did have thicker options. I just got this because I am currently waiting on another tabletop to replace this, and it will be circular instead of rectangle. And I'm also getting new stools. I'm just using these for the sake of the video. I had so much fun making this. It was awesome, and I thank you all so much for watching, and please stay safe and be blessed. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you.